to the action. I tried holding off as... Sorry about that, chat. I'm back. So, as I was saying, on WxFan21, I apologize for waiting so long. We've been waiting on one member of HyperSpeed to join into the server. We had a little bit of an extra delay today. Again, they used up all the time. They used up as many timeouts as they could. So we're waiting on Kiri to join here into the server. You're going to see a tech pause come out very quickly. Again, we're just doing everything we can to wait. So while that, let me give you a little tail of tape. HyperSpeed come into this game at 1-3 on the season. Once Divine Gaming, the OCGs, they are currently 0-4. So big game for both teams. A question from Twitch chat, where's the coach? Where's Red? He's the coach. Red is the coach this season. So we do have HyperSpeed making their way on down here to Secret. Lucid's going to find 2 before he gets taken out. And there's Finite trying to make HyperSpeed financially defeat that. But I couldn't get the joke out in time. But we're down to a 2v2. As Snowman comes in with a powerful A1S. And there's NRB to try to make something happen here. And NRB is going to be the one to not only get away with the kill, but upgrade to an all-important rifle. So Bob's over here is going to do what he can for the ODG. Gonna find the first on the Juicy. They know exactly where NRB is. It's the 1v2, and down he goes. Once Divine Gaming. Unfortunate for HyperSpeed, but ODG, they're going to grab their first. Or second, rather. Twitch chat saying there is a sub. My apologies. I wasn't told that. I wasn't told that. Sorry, folks. All good. So, typically on the HUD, I have the coaches as hidden. That way they're not popped up on the game. So Ash is subbed in for Kiri tonight. And here we go. It's going to be HyperSpeed here to take the secret control. Ramp control. Sorry, trying to get this up and running and on that delay was my apologies. So we're back. No technical issues left. As Darky, my goodness, you madman, has found 3. Literally holding up HyperSpeed on his back this round. And it's a 2v2. Unfortunately for HyperSpeed, they are down in health. But they are playing this really aggressively. This is the most aggressive I've seen HyperSpeed in quite some time. And they still have the bomb. The bomb is going to get rotated all the way from B, all the way over to the A-bomb site. And this is huge, because that leaves Snowman in a very, very tough 1v2. Snowman made his way up over here to heaven. Snowman takes out 1. It's NRB left over. And there we go. NRB locks in. HyperSpeed will grab there first. Twitch chat saying issue with the overlay. No, I was getting the overlay fixed. So I have to take off and on the overlay for any updates that I need to get to it. So my apologies. Folks, I apologize. I am back. I was not casting. I knew that. I had to take a phone call. It was an emergency phone call, so I apologize to everybody that's watching. That there was silence. Hope you at least had the game to watch. We're down to a 9 to 5. It was an emergency phone call that I needed to handle. It was a family member who I found out has been in pain for a little bit and wanted to know if I could take them to a doctor's appointment. Where I was kind of walking through some stuff with them, just trying to diagnose some stuff over the phone. They're okay. I'm okay. They're okay. But again, just I wanted to give you all a heads up. I went on mute, and then I muted in OBS to make sure no one could hear us. So if anybody heard me yelling by accident, because pain for a couple days with what they were dealing with, I was a little upset, so I apologize. But I was trying to diagnose it with them afterwards. So, again, I apologize if anyone heard anything. But let's get back into this game action. Get my mind right. So, again, my apologies to everyone watching in advance. So we get HyperSpeed up with 9 to 5. We saw the quad kill from Bob's already in the second half pistol round. And we're here, 9-5 HyperSpeed. It's a 2-on-1. Make it a 10-5 as HyperSpeed. We saw them slow. If you go back to what you saw in the first half of this, and I was watching this at the same time, we saw HyperSpeed really start getting going on their T side towards really those middle rounds. In those middle rounds, you saw some good calling, and you saw some great execution by this HyperSpeed team. You know, what we've seen from HyperSpeed this season is some struggling, right? We've seen this team kind of be frustrated with each other. Some start good, some don't. We've seen NRB or Darky or Juicy single-handedly take over a game to try to keep HyperSpeed involved. You see it here in just the gameplay, and you see it on the kill counters. What you're seeing is just the good old-fashioned HyperSpeed that we know and love. This is good team effort. And what I said earlier before I got that phone call, too, is we saw a little bit more aggression out of HyperSpeed than we have really this entire season. And on the T side, when you're able to do that, that's convincing. That is team chemistry getting better. Ash Red and I talked about it during Game 1 of this season when he was on co-casting with me. So, I really think that needs to be taken into account here, is this team is getting better. Look, I'm in the Discord server with them. These guys have been grinding. I know Kiri's not here tonight. Ash Red, the coach, is subbing back in. But you take a look at the performance of this team. This is the most solid we've seen them. And they have been putting in the work. I can assure you with that. Again, if you're unfamiliar with me, this is the first time you're tuning in to see HyperSpeed. I have been casting for this team for the last 2 years. I know how hard these boys work. For me, it's really tough to remain unbiased, but I do what I can to remain unbiased as a caster. I've said it time and time again. I love these boys. They're great. We've met in person. A lot of us were at the major. The work that they've been putting in over the last 2 weeks with the new IGL and the new Opera and Kiri and Traditions, it is finally, we're starting to finally get those glimpses of cohesion, of team control, of that team chemistry. And ODG, credit to them, have been playing a fine game. But when you get NRB feeling himself like that, no, did not mean to sound sus. When you get him feeling himself like that and he's just on a roll and he can just start rattling off those headshots, HyperSpeed is really, really tough to beat. So what are our 3 maps today? We got Nuke picked by HyperSpeed, ODG picked into Mirage, and should we need it, Train's going to be our decider. So once again, folks, apologies about the delay. Had to take that emergency phone call. Not something I typically like to see. But yeah, we're good. It's 11 to 5 HyperSpeed. And let's see what happens here in this round, because it is just an eco for ODG. Twitch chat, I apologize. I was just chatting with my wife about what went on the phone. And again, just trying to keep the family involved. It's not my wife. She's fine. I'm fine. Just a family member I had to, you know, take care of. And I'll be following up with her here on this family member, rather, on the break. In the meantime, HyperSpeed are on map point. Saints have been doing a good job here as well. Someone who's been quiet off and on, but some of these rounds where Saints finds that impact, ODG seems to find a win. Or at the very least, the map control that they want to set themselves up for a win. So Traditions is going to take and going to save this AWP and going to get on out of here. It's going to be 12-6, but HyperSpeed, you can't count them out. You just can't do it. They are in the lead by a lot. "12-6 is your scoreline. Also, folks, I do want to give a very special shout-out to the MyHUD development team. So if you actually take a look in the upper left-hand corner of your screen, that mini-map, I've been working with them on it. So we've been troubleshooting some things. So ignore the mini-map for now. I'm going to try to clear up some things here going into Wednesday's game. So just keep in mind. I'm working up a couple of things there. We're trying to figure out why there is such a lag. It could be some, we think it's something resource intensive. So, if you see some issue with lag on the upper left-hand corner of your screen, don't worry about it. We know it's about a round behind right now. But in the meantime, you know it's not behind? HyperSpeed's lead. They got the 6 round lead. The problem is with Traditions, with just the AWP, he's going to have all the impact in this round, and we start off with an opening kill from him. The nice boost out towards back credit card. This is also going to leave ODG in position to take this ramp control. But here's Darky with the only other rifle, and it's the SMG to cause a massive amount of damage, and that'll be it. HyperSpeed lock in their 13th. Give Traditions and Darky all the credit in the world off the back of that weird Eco Force. I don't even know what you'd call it, but you can call that a win for HyperSpeed as we head to map 2 of Mirage when we come back.
girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done.
Twitch chat, welcome back. Listen, I want to once again come back and apologize to each and every single one of you. It is not in my professional habit to leave you guys with dead air. But when I get a call from a family member that says they've been in pain for several days and thought that they told people about it, and it's a close family member to me, you know, I was frustrated, but at the same time, I wanted to try diagnosing what I could have known. I'm not a doctor, but they're okay. I'm just talking them through it, and actually just got off the phone with this person. They're doing better. Got them some Advil. I'm going to make sure that they're okay. So again, I just wanted to come out and apologize to everybody. Not my style, but again, very close family member. I needed to make sure they were okay. You know who's not okay? Our ODG, who are staring down 0-1 heading into their map pick, a Mirage. This is not what we want. But one more reason why I'm on here is we're quickly going to have a server reset. And what do I mean by that is Kiri is back. So we need to be able to reset the server so we can get Ashred back into the coach role and then get Kiri back here into the server. So don't go anywhere. Enjoy some music. Map number 2 of Mirage is coming up in less than 2 minutes.
Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their
Alright, folks, welcome back in. HyperSpeed versus Once Divine Gaming, or as I've been calling them, ODG. You're looking at now is the live knife round, which means absolutely nothing. The reason I mean that it's nothing is because this is ODG's map pick, and this is all them. So they're going to be able to pick their side. They're going to start off on the T side. No surprise here. Typical of teams picking their map pick. They want to end on the CT side. So it is going to be HyperSpeed on the defense first. Up 1-0 in this best of 3. We should be clear on the HUD now. I think I found there was some issues. I cleared some things up in the background. Hopefully we got some changes. Let's see what happens. Fans, are you ready? I want to hear from you in the Twitch chat. I want to know who you're here rooting for. You're rooting for ODG? Are you rooting for HyperSpeed? Let's hear from you in the Twitch chat. Kiri, back. Couldn't make map number 1. Here for map number 2 and 3, should we need it. It's going to be a 2-1-2. Excuse me, a 1-1-3 split here as 3 members of HyperSpeed take to the defense on the B-bomb site. As we are seeing an A-site group up here for ODG. And the execute is on. It's going to be up to none other than Juicy Drop Pop himself to try to defend. And he's actually immediately going to fall back here as we see Saints making his way on in with his teammate. There's Kiri trying to get first blood in this action. Saints is going to take out 2. I said it in Nuke. You get Saints activated. Stuff's going to start happening for ODG. He's got 3. This has allowed Traditions and Darky to make their way into the bomb site. He's on for the aces, Saints! And Lucid's going to rip it away from him. A quad kill for Saints takes ODG up 1-0. Very early on here on Mirage. And a tactical timeout has quickly come in for the side of ODG. HyperSpeed, HP if you will. HyperSpeed really struggled in that one. It was just a great read by ODG. HyperSpeed, they did gamble to go to the B-bomb site. We saw the 3 B-site defenders. It just didn't work out for them in that round. And we'll see if they can rebound a little different here. Can HyperSpeed come back off the back of this full save? Well, we're going to find out. All right, here we go. It's going to be the stack over here towards the B-bomb site yet again. And that mini-map, unfortunately, was still having some issues with. We'll get it sorted out. Either during a pistol. Or we'll get it set by Wednesday. Five-man stack here of the B-bomb site. It's so quiet over on A. You could literally hear the wind blowing the tumbleweeds through the A-bomb site. No one was there. It's just crazy what we're seeing right now. This is awesome, though. 5-man push with pistols for the most unlikely retake in CS history. Let it start. Finds the first. We saw this teamwork happen on Nuke. Can we see it happen yet again? Certainly not, but they're going to try making a case out of it. It will be a 2-0 lead for ODG, with HyperSpeed getting their first gun round. Coming up next. What did y'all think I was going to commercial? Nah, not happening. Once again, the implications of this best of 3 cannot be overstated. ODG come into this at 0-4 on the season, HyperSpeed 1-3. Both teams yet to pick up a full win on their side. HyperSpeed got one by forfeit. They're 1-3. Both of these teams, this is going to be their... One of these teams are getting their first real quote-unquote win of the season. The question is which team's going to come out ahead. You do see the attack here towards mid with the one player in hyperspeed has made his way up towards the ramp position. And actually, my apologies, that was ODG. We saw the one player inside of ladder. And now it's NRB take the initial contact. We'll find the first. He is trapped to the rock in a hard place. Right there between a couple of rocks and the van. Now ODG have really started picking up the pace here on their map pick. They look solid. Lucid's going to find two. And Juicy will fall. So even though HyperSpeed had the guns, it was still ODG's execution from mid through Cat onto the B-bomb site for them to get the round win. ODG looking really, really good, but they also did at the start of Nuke, and then we saw HyperSpeed start roaring back. One of these teams are going to get the advantage. Right now, the ball is firmly in ODG's corner. They have no intention of letting that go with how Nuke got away from them after the first few rounds. Eco round here for HyperSpeed. NRB gets boosted, and Darky gets blown out of air. Matter of fact, I think Darky got blown all the way back to Nuke. Can somebody retrieve Darky, please, from Nuke and bring him back to Mirage? Please and thank you. Pretty big here from Curie. Found himself an AK. Gonna attempt to save this into the next round. Traditions with just that deagle. ODG playing a little defensively here on B. They don't want anything to happen. Traditions will get taken up. But again, Curie needs to do what he can to save this AK. Again, you're heading into your second gun round. You're going to have the power of this AK. Putting that in NRB's hands. He's been feeling it tonight. Thanks, Kaylee. Appreciate it. Oh, Kaylee. Two things. One, hi. Two, how's the puppy? And three, how are you? That's good, Kaylee. Oh, but the puppy's so adorable. Yes, Darky and Kaylee got a puppy a little while ago. So cute! And we all know Kaylee is Darky's #1 fan. Alright, here we go. Saints taking control of the catwalk. We'll find Kiri over towards the connector position. Darky's going to be able to trade him out, though. Juicy falls. And once again, ODG have found a lot of success over here towards A. HyperSpeed got to really start thinking about maybe adding one extra player towards the same bomb site. And a beautiful Kobe kill on the Finite leaves HyperSpeed up a man, but the health advantage firmly in the corner of ODG. Traditions launching nades like his life depends on it. Snowman, the frosty one himself, coming down from the scaffold position to grab a double kill. And ODG are running away with Mirage early. Beautiful trades back and forth. HyperSpeed have come away with a 4 spy. Take a look at this. There is not much utility in the belt of HyperSpeed at all. Dust balls, mothballs coming out of their pockets. Here we go. Once again, ODG making their way up cat. This has worked out so well for them in the past. Traditions finds the kill onto the apartment player, but in come the rest of ODG from the cat position. They already know where he's at. But here's NRB once again out to the back by bench. Hidden behind Snowman. Will take him out, though, with no problem. And this becomes a 3-on-2 advantage for HyperSpeed. And as quickly as that said, Snowman melts down the players over inside a market. But Curie, all he has to do is hold. Snowman gonna try to take the initial contact. He will. Snowman really feeling it. 5 kills in the last 2 rounds. And that's all you have to do, Juicy. Divide and conquer! Picks up the op. Snowman. Even the back of his triple wasn't enough to overcome Juicy's 1v2. Beautifully played and executed from Juicy. Drop pop himself. And HyperSpeed finally get on the board. HyperSpeed, I think, are really starting to feel it now with Kiri back in the lineup. Ash Red, once again, the coach who subbed in for Kiri in map number 1. Now they're starting to really feel things out with Kiri's play calling. Ash Red was the IGL for this team last season. Map 1 felt a little bit like normal with some things obviously changed up. Now it's Kiri to really take this team to the next level. Darky finds 2 on the hold. Clean up! Aisle 4! Snowman finds the first in a 1v3 clutch situation. We've seen Snowman clutch things up already and have some impact. But there's the IGL popping off. Cleans up the last kill. HyperSpeed grabbed 2. And now they've broken the economy of ODG. ODG now are going to have a very light eco here. Beautiful plays from Finite! Triple! Might have just saved ODG's chances. And they get a bomb plant. It's a little extra money for them as well. Lucid still here, out towards mid. And we have... Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Are they going to really pick up this eco? There's no shot, right? There's no way. Off the back of the Finite triple? Snowman's gonna quickly get away. NRB with no kit. Oh, this ninja defuse is gonna be everything. Oh my gosh. 4 seconds. Yeah, not a shot. Good attempt there, NRB. But ODG rip an eco round win out of their back pocket like it was a get out of jail free card in Monopoly. Tactical timeout for HyperSpeed. What a beautiful eco round victory off the back of the Finite triple kill. Brings him up to 6 kills with 3 assists. Things are getting spicy here on Mirage. HyperSpeed's economy's broken. ODG's was broken. We got some bot in chat that says I can find the best viewers over on this some spam channel. Bye-bye, Banhammer. See you later, bot. Alright, force buyout for HyperSpeed. They talked about it. This is what they're going to do. They're going to pull things off by making a little bit more of an aggressive play here up mid, as Saints will find yet 2 more kills. And almost a team kill by Snowman. But this does leave HyperSpeed in a very rough situation. Juicy is stuck over at Ticket, and RB is all the way over at B. It's a 3-on-1, whatever site they go to. All Bob's needed was a 1v1. And now NRB's got a choice to make. Do you attempt to save this MP9 heading into what's going to be a very, very rough bye in the next round? Or do you attempt maybe getting an exit kill, grabbing an AK, and running for your life? We'll find an AK on the ground. And that'll be 7-2. ODG dominating their map pick here of Mirage. Hey, look, folks. ODG, A bomb site, plant, wash, rinse, repeat. I think ODG really like the A bomb site. And HyperSpeed have not adjusted to it at all. They've tried, but leaving Juicy and one other member there just is not working out for them. Maybe leave 3A. I understand that leaves B a bit more vulnerable. We gotta see where they end from here. We'll see what happens. And there you go. Finally saying a bit more presence here, eh? Kiri waking up, grabs an op, double op setup from him, and Tradition's beautiful! Snipe kill onto Bombs as he's running away to save his life. Finite and Snowman are all that remained for ODG, with their backs up against the wall for the first time in several rounds. You see Snowman stuck inside a palace. Finite is starting to rotate now over onto mid. Darky's going to have the contact. He gets this kill. That's the bomb, and that's the round. 45 seconds on the clock. Snowman's going to at least try making this competitive. But with 40 seconds, you need all these kills. Much, much better from HyperSpeed. But this is the final round of the first half of play here on Mirage. Once Divine Gaming. We know they're already up 8-3. We know they've won the half. But HyperSpeed at times over the last 2 years have been a very T-sided team. Can they find some of that old magic that made them so dominant on their T sides? Can they find that heading into their second half? Well, second tactical timeout called by ODG. Let's see what happens in this final round of the first half. Once again, you see mid-control taken by ODG. Lucid finds Tradition's head and takes it clean off his body. Three members, ODG, push their way towards mid. They're breathing in such smoke. Good thing those terrorists are wearing masks. Kiri, though, hanging up towards Ticket. We'll find a couple. And it looks like we have, unfortunately, been bumped from the server. We'll get you all set and reconnected back on in here. My apologies, folks. This happens from time to time. Face it, servers sometimes do kick me out. We're here. We're back. Round 12. And it's a 4-on-3. What do ODG have in their back pockets in this one? Finite was bleeding all over the place. And it was Snowman to put him out of his misery. Ooh, Darky finds one. That's a beautiful and underrated kill, the way Darky played that. Beautiful execution. Lucid tries to get an shot off, but it's going to be Kiri to finish him off. Beautiful recovery in the last 2 rounds from HyperSpeed, but they've still dug themselves a hole. Can they get out of it as ODG head to their preferred finish side here of the CTs? Pistol round. Very important for both squads to get momentum to start on this second half of play. I like what we saw there from HyperSpeed towards the end of the first half. Those last couple rounds really proved why, you know, kind of like I said, you were able to start reading into the A site plays. When you start readjusting your strategy, it can really pay off. They were getting beat on A. I called it out in round 10. And they saw the same thing that I did here on my end. When you're getting bullied like that on a bomb site, you know you have to change something up if it's not working. Luckily for them, they were able to change it, so they at least claw back 2. But make no mistake about it, this is a very large 4-round gap. Feels more like 6 or 8 rounds. 2 flashes and a smoke for ODG. The utility's already reined in from HyperSpeed. Darky's Molotov out of position. He can't join the rest of his team. Lucid is cleared up too. And as the bloodbath all over the A bomb site. Double from Lucid. Finite's got a double. And HyperSpeed had good execution. But good counter utility from ODG gives them their 9th. In the chasm. It may not look like it on the scoreboard, but sure feels like it in the server. Is opened up wider and wider. No bomb plant, no extra money, no buy round. ODG poised to grab their 10th. Are we going to head to a 3rd and final map of Train in this best of 3? Or can HyperSpeed claw this back? Beautiful holds here from mid from ODG. This is just like playing some refrag practice. Beautiful execution. ODG grabbed their 10th. This chasm now starting to feel a little bit like the Grand Canyon. Can HyperSpeed throw a grapple hook on the other side and start bringing this chasm and stitch it up back? I don't think it's too much to overstate that if they lose this, HyperSpeed most likely are going to lose Mirage. Make or break round for HyperSpeed. Carey's gonna smoke off Sniper. Tradition's there to back him up. Darky's already from underpass. Mid control taken by HyperSpeed. 47 seconds on the clock. They have the man advantage. Juicy is bleeding out all over the place. Somebody get the man some gauze. Maybe a band-aid. Maybe gauze and a band-aid. You could blow on Juicy's character at this point and he'd fall over and die. You don't want that. Carey's gonna get the bomb plant, though. Make no mistake about this. Picture perfect precision from HyperSpeed. The confident kills, the confident plays, the teamwork. It was all there. HyperSpeed. They have thrown ODG's chasm. They've made it a little bit smaller, starting the patchwork. Oh, NRB jumped at the wrong time, but Curie cleans them on up. Now, that was a big round. You take away the weapon, you're making them full invest into this next round. Should you win it, you're on the back of a 2-round loss bonus. HyperSpeed will have 6, and then you'll have 7. And this is much more manageable for HyperSpeed to even attempt a comeback. $10-5. And ODG actually have elected to not force buy. They've elected to eco this round. This is a very wise decision from them. You're going to elect to not give HyperSpeed a 7. You give him a 6 before you completely buy back. I like this play from ODG. Knowing you have those extra rounds of comfort to work with. But you give HyperSpeed an opportunity to start activating like this, and you're starting to wonder, is this just too much? Beautiful execution from HyperSpeed. They win that round convincingly. But now you're up against a buy from ODG. They're not going to have an op in this round. Again, you didn't have the money from the 2-round loss bonus for an op, but you have the money for rifles and utility. What are they going to do with that? What does this team have in their strat book for this type of situation? Double setup over here. Looks like a standard default for ODG. 2 towards B, 2 towards A. Getting a little aggressive inside of A-Man does ODG. Curie hanging out inside of the palace position. Boosted up, and we'll find Traditions not ready for that boosted spot. Man advantage for ODG. NRB fully smoked off inside a palace. Curie joins Juicy out towards A main. And Saints. Again, when this kid gets activated, you see a lot of impact. And seriously, did we just get kicked again? Oh, that's just rude. Sorry, folks. Stand by. Sorry, folks. And Saints looks like he ends with the triple. So big round for ODG. They're 2 away. ODG looking super confident here on their map pick. This season and advanced, there are best of 3s, no longer best of 1s. Standard utility, standard pre-fires to get things started. Saints gonna make a play here. Down connector, picks off the first. Tradition spots a second, can't get the kill. And this round has been all ODG. But it is down to a 3-on-2 with 1:18 left on the clock here. Round number 18. Sure doesn't feel like it. Feels like this one should have been over a long time ago in favor of Once Divine Gaming. We know with HyperSpeed they have a never give up mentality. It's not over until it's over. They have the 1 map lead already. You obviously don't want to head into a decider if you don't have to. But that's why there is a decider, and we know HyperSpeed can look really solid on train at times. They can disappear. Nade onto Snowman brings him down to 40 hit points. 20 seconds on the clock. There has to be a bomb plan from Curie. And they have them locked in on a 3-on-2 here on the A-bomb site. Curie's going to try getting blown to smithereens. Still able to hold on. NRB out towards Firebox. Takes out the sandwich player. No. Curie with big brains all the way over on B. Big plant from Curie. But he's going to have to face this 1-on-3 assault. And Snowman says, not today. I don't know why I thought I could come up with an off-the-cuff joke that would sound a little bit better than that. So my apologies, but it is a 12-6. A lead for the ODG crew. And they have 6 map points to go here on Mirage. Broken economy for HyperSpeed. I said it a while ago when they were up 10-6. That was the make or break round. You're staring down 6. It feels like 8 to 10. You haven't played your best CS on this map. You've had some issues. You've lost duels. What do you do with this adversity? Don't let it define you. Don't get defeated. It's 1 round at a time in Counter-Strike. And that can sometimes be one of the toughest things as a competitive player. To say, yo, 1 round at a time. Yeah, but we can have the next map. Or, yeah, it's whatever. We're just not feeling it. You gotta lose any of that kind of attitude. Focus on your game. Play your game. What works for you? What's in the strat book you could pull out? What are the mid-round calls for you? We're about to see some mid-round calls from Kiri right now. That's NRB with the MAC-10 over in heaven. Juicy out towards A main. And here we go. Contact. Snowman's going to continue to clean things up. He's got a triple. And NRB with a hope and a prayer and an ace clutch situation from Palace will fall. The Snowman squad kill. 19 kills for the Snowy One himself. We're going to map number 3 of Train when we come back.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Here we go.
Welcome back, everybody. WxFan21 here. Welcome to our third and final decider map here on Train. Both teams won their map picks by a score of 13-6. Who is going to be able to get the upper hand here on Train? HyperSpeed will be starting off on the CT side. ODG on the T side. Darky lined up inside of Brown Halls. Dooley's in hand. Finds 4. Gets 3. And ODG are down by 2. NRB gonna start trying to clean things up. But if you're HyperSpeed, that's gonna give you the burst of confidence that you need. Traditions hanging out over inside a Long Dog. Popping on out. Juicy coming in from Z. And quickly, it's ODG to bring things back to a 2v2. Look at Fine Night. Scattering around and slithering around like a snake on the A-bomb site and bites HyperSpeed and rips it right out of their hands. What a round from both Darky and Finite. Darky off the back of the entry. Triple. Down to a 4v2. Dropped from Lucid and Finite down to a 2v4. And Finite's triple rips that round right out of HyperSpeed's hands. This is just Farmer-palooza for ODG, not getting paid by the hour. Time to get HyperSpeed in their first gun round. Stakes are high for both of these teams. HyperSpeed 1-3 on the season. ODG 0-4. Go. Nicely executed from HyperSpeed. But unfortunately, as all the bullets and dust have settled, NRB left alone to wonder what happened to his teammates on the A-bomb site. Fake plant, Lucid, 2 hit points and a dream. Fine Night headed over into A main, has 5 kills, no deaths. NRB hanging out over here towards Ivy. All playing around themselves right now. It's Finite. Get NRB taken out by Lucid. Quad kill for Lucid, and ODG are in the driver's seat. Something fierce. Tactical timeout for ODG as they reset. Darky finds 2! Is he gonna be at this again? He finds 2 towards Ivy with the deagle. Saints, though, coming in with these powerful rifles. Should be able to make mincemeat out of the rest of HyperSpeed here with these rifles. Juicy left alone. Woo! This is winnable. This is extremely winnable. 5 hit points for Finite. This has been an eco round success story off the back of Darky and Juicy. And look at Finite hanging out over to the B-bomb site, trying to cause Juicy to rotate out. But why? Juicy has the bomb. He ain't gotta go anywhere. He's just hanging out, taking in the sights here on train. Juicy out A main, Finite dancing around each other. 20 seconds on the clock. All Juicy has to do is hold, and that's all she wrote. Beautiful eco round victory off the back of the Darky double to start things off, and then Juicy. I don't even know what kind of clutch that was, but it was a clutch nonetheless. Beautiful execution from Juicy. That's got to light a spark under HyperSpeed's asses. Everything you wanted and more if you're a HyperSpeed fan. That is perfect execution. Everything that you want and more. Traditions has his op. Make or break round economy-wise for both squads. This is your decider map, folks. If you're just tuning in, I'm WxFan21. The 1-3 HyperSpeed take on the 0-4 Once Divine Gaming. One of these teams are going to keep their playoff hopes alive, and it starts with an NRB kill inside of Brown Halls just like that. What a place, Nate, and finished off with the rifle. Right place, right time. Lisa, though, finds one before he's taken out. This Nate's going to do some damage, and does onto Finite. Finite looking every which way, trying to bring his team back into this, and it will not be. HyperSpeed with the fire lit under their rear ends have 2. Give Darky and Juicy a lot of credit to get that spark started. Once Divine Gaming are in an eco round situation, HyperSpeed should easily tie this up. But I say easily, we saw HyperSpeed clutch an eco. We saw ODG clutch an eco over on Mirage. Will we see a third clutch here? Here we go. It's going to be a 5-man execute in from A main. Saint slowly makes his way on in, back towards back bomb train. They're all through Olaf. Snowman looking to take out the Opper. You know you have the close range combat. It's not picked up in the hands of Saints. And we've seen it again. Unless NRB can pull a miracle out of his rear end, we saw HyperSpeed's eco lead to a victory. ODG had an eco on Mirage, and they're looking for their second eco round victory, and I don't see why they wouldn't. Flashbang out. NRB gonna try taking contact. Back bomb train's gonna get blown to smithereens. But ODG off the back of the eco win their second eco round, and it couldn't have come at a better time. The economy for HyperSpeed is all over the place. Tradition says over 5K. Everyone else is in the mid 3K range. What are we gonna see from the speedy Hyper folks? Eco rounds traded back and forth here on train. So nice to have this map back in the competitive map pool. Hey, Cash. We'll most likely see you sooner rather than later. Okay, NRB. I see you. I see that double kill. Juicy coming in from Z now. I'll pack here on the defense. Looking for where the rest of the ODG squad is. One member in Finite coming in from A main. Curie has Brown Halls and Long Dog on lock. Traditions spots the player at Finite. This is the power of the rifles over the pistols. Saints left all alone. Finds the first. 50 seconds on the clock. He's got the time. He's got the bomb. He can slowly make his way over to B and Curie. Curie and Saints literally dancing around each other. And Juicy cleans it up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to HyperSpeed versus Once Divine Gaming in only Eco Rounds. I am your host, WxFan21, where only Eco Round victories will do. Nah, I'm totally kidding, chat. 2 Eco Rounds apiece. Unreal. HyperSpeed 2 Eco Round victories here on Train. ODG an Eco Round victory on Train, and Eco Round victory over on Mirage. What a phenomenal play we have here for all of you today. ODG taking their second tactical timeout. Go round back in Once Divine Gaming's corner. Members coming from Long Dog getting taken out by Juicy. This is better spread out defense from HyperSpeed here. NRB is Lesbia's lonesome over here on the B-bomb site, which we've seen him have that unlocked many times before when they played this map. He's back at his old tricks yet again. Snowman able to find the first, but here's NRB, the pest inside of ODG sides here. Bomb planted, consider that a victory. Snowman with the AWP in hand. NRB's going to wait for his teammates to make his way on in. That op is in a very bad spot here for HyperSpeed. But they just don't care. Molotov destroys the players. Curie cleans things up. We got ourselves a tie game, and I hope every single one of you strapping, because we have ourselves a game. Tied at 4! Heading in round 9. Good round from ODG. We're back and forth, back and forth. go. 4v4. Finite is having his best map of the series. Six, 4, ODG found their foothold on train. NRB is saving. I don't know what more you could want, folks. This is what Counter-Strike is all about. The grit, the determination, the teamwork, capitalizing on opportunities. It's everything you could want and more. 6-4, ODG on top by 2, but something tells me we're in for a wild finish to this map. Juicy's got 2. Apparently all you need are eco rounds. Who cares about guns? They're overrated, overpriced, and HyperSpeed a potential 3rd eco round victory. This is unheard of. Wow. Just wow. I love Counter-Strike. This is one reason I love being a broadcaster. Not only do you get to sit back and enjoy as a fan, but to be able to bring you all the action is just, it's awesome. Plain and simple. It's fucking awesome. My stream, I can swear, don't care. Do I want to swear? No, I'm professional. But damn, I fucking love Counter-Strike. How can you not? Look at this. Kiri, Juicy, pushing, is throwing shade right into ODG's faces outside of A main. This is what Counter-Strike is all about. I love it. With a minute 14 on the clock, ODG up by 1 here on train. Utility gonna start raining on in, loud towards Pop Dog. Pop Dog, Lawn Dog, whatever you want to call it. Kiri and Juicy have A main on lock. They get these kills, this is all over. They have to have an idea that they're still here. 53 seconds on the clock. Finite's making his way back now. Gonna start executing some utility. All the way back by T-Spawn, which is gonna end up being a mistake. And there it is. The double kill, crucial from Kiri. Locks in a 6 for HyperSpeed. And we are in potential overtime mode. We're in domination mode. We're in a realm of cookies. We got a Kobe kill. This is lovely. Absolutely lovely. Tie game. Who's getting the 7? Just eco. Don't even buy guns. Just pistols. Just eco. Forget about gun rounds. It's overrated. I should update the title of this stream to Eco Round-a-Palooza. Who's gonna get this pistol around and put momentum back on their team's side? Traditions, everyone else. The pre-fires out towards Ivy. Now we're out towards the back of the A bomb site. Juicy floods on out here. Spots 3 players at least over here towards Z. May have seen at least 2. The bomb does get planted. They're not ready for NRB. And the man has to clutch up and be a clutch king. And it's not going to happen. ODG are going to grab their 7th. But we will have a buy coming out from HyperSpeed in the conversion. Strap in, folks. This is going to be a wild finish. Here we go. Darky initial contact through A, pushes the Molotov, and it is a flashbang frenzy. I can't even see anything on the screen. Auto Director is having a tough time keeping up. NRB is going to get a bomb plant down. Darky's here to defend. Traditions and Darky now out towards Olaf and back bomb train. Saints making his way on through Long Dog, trying to find Darky and does. Saints has been a thorn in the side of HyperSpeed the last 2 maps. Traditions, unfortunately, just taken out again. Another great execution from HyperSpeed. Just a lackluster hold. And it will be an 8-6 lead for HyperSpeed. Excuse me, 8-6 lead for ODG over HyperSpeed. Hey, folks, guess what? Guess what? It's an eco round! I wonder who's gonna win this time. All right, we're down to a 3v2. You see Finite coming in from the back of Ivy now. It's up to Juicy. An eco round victory eludes HyperSpeed this time. 3-round gap opened up for ODG. This could very well be 8-7 in favor of HyperSpeed. But it is ODG on top. Oh, HyperSpeed 4 spot into that last one. So this is the eco for them. That was an interesting call. So ODG is staring at 10. But again, we've seen so many eco rounds go back and forth at this point, who knows? This should call some rotates over from A. But again, Long Dog adds a brand new element to this map. You have to have someone on that in case they rotate. Finite finds one, finds two, switches on over, and we're done. Quad kill for Finite, making it look easy, showing this is his map. 23, 3, and 7. The kid is on a roll and rolling with ODG across the finish line, maybe. Make or break map for HyperSpeed right here, right now. Lucid's op could make the entire difference in this round. 3 members out towards B. 2 members towards A main. Finite gonna place a nice nade on a darkie. Looking like they want that A site execute. Finite with some warning shots. Nice kill by Darky. Played around that smoke to perfection. Snow trades from Olaf. We have a battle of wits back and forth. Less than 40 seconds on the clock. HyperSpeed, their best of 3 hangs in the balance with this round. Snow still just chilling over at Olaf. Not cleared till just now. Saints finally making his way on in from Long Dog. We'll take out NRB. It is 21 seconds on the clock. Make it 20. Plant the bomb. Do a counter strike. And Lucid's going to allow them to plant. Saints having just 5 hit points left. Waiting for all the utility to finish. Saints over by Long Dog. Going to push on out. Joined by his teammate over towards back bomb train. Worked and spotted. Juicy's here. Lucid's hanging out as well. And Lucid will fall. Beautiful play by Darky off the back of the back bomb train boxes. And HyperSpeed, they can't breathe a sigh of relief yet. It's just 1 round, but they do lock in 7. Plenty of money in the bank for ODG after winning 4 straight. They will have a bye. No op this round, though. That's in the hands of Opper, the new Opper for this team. Traditions. Gary with some really good calls in this map for HyperSpeed. Unfortunately, couldn't get some of the executes to go the way they wanted. They have an opportunity right here and right now, entering through Brown Halls. Kiri making his way over to Long Dog. The opportunity to start changing this thing around in their fortunes. Look what HyperSpeed are doing. They're all over the place. Beating out perfect amounts of utility. Finite's going to spray through the glass. And find some chip damage onto one of the HyperSpeed players. That was really nicely done. Take note, folks, if you play this map. NRB looks like he's ready to line up some utility. Here we go. Utility out. They're going to attempt to draw a defender from B, but it is going to be a full B site execute. Finite's here, along with his teammate in Lucid. Traditions will find a success with the op. Now Traditions may have started waking up. And that's it. Bobs has to get out of dodge. Bob Z gets out of dodge. Gonna save the rifle. Hyperspeed of 1-2 back. They're not out of the woods just yet. But they're looking a lot better. Like I said, Kiri calling a good game. Haven't got some of the executes they wanted to. Some of the follow-throughs, if you will. But they did in this round. That's going to bring them back to within 2. This will be a really tough decision for ODG. What do you do here? Your money's all over the place. I suspect an eco. You can cut the tension with a knife on this map! 5-man push from ODG into Brown Halls. Kiri will find 2. A really good attempt by ODG. I admire the gusto. But this is all she wrote. Clean round for Hyperspeed. Extra money pocketed. They don't have to reinvest that much. And folks, we may have reached what could end up being the best round of this entire best of 3. ODG up by 1. Full investing into this round. Lucid has us up. Hyperspeed won the last 3 straight. Plenty of money in the bank. All momentum starting to swing to their side. Can they seize the moment? Which of these teams will seize this map? Lucid here finds a shot onto Darky. But Hyperspeed are not going to be deterred. Flashbang out. Lucid finds a second. A beautiful play by Lucid to avoid the flash. And now Hyperspeed, they had the right idea, but Lucid's op just too OP right now. ODG very well could have just locked in their 11th and be 2 away from getting their first victory of the season. Hyperspeed, on the other hand, are facing down a 2-man disadvantage with 57 seconds left in round number 20. Where do you go from here? Hyperspeed make their way back over to T-spawn. 45 seconds left. They're going to make their way towards A main. Could very well run into the Buzzsaw, the A-bomb site. Lucid still just solo holding the B-bomb site right now. Locked in towards the stair positions. But here we go. Finite over to Olaf. Bob's going to hit the contact from Ivy. Wise to still stay there. Going to start calling on his teammates. Why not? 20 seconds left. Bob Z has to take the initial contact. Will fall. Snowman not quick to fall right afterwards. Tradition on the tray. But Finite over to Olaf. Cleans things up. And not enough, but we'll find the feet. That one was interesting. 11-9. ODG on top by 2. But like I said, plenty of money in the bank for Hyperspeed. ODG survive that one. They win this. They win the game. Hyperspeed. Yeah, they'll still have some money. but oh, they'll be staring up against a potential brick wall as ODG look to continue their dominance here on train. Lucid goes for the same strat that we saw before. Beautiful use of nades and traditions makes this a man advantage for the HyperSpeed squad, but neither team can get too overconfident. You can't just sit there and go, oh, we got one, the round is ours. No, cannot happen. Saints fans NRB lurking at a very interesting spot. 4v4 Traditions launches utility from the back of T-spawn. B is quiet. Lucid trying to rush on over to aid his teammates. Darky on out. Has to take the initial contact from all these different positions. Heaven, bomb train. Dust has settled. Lucid. That missed op shot to come back to bite him, but he will finish it off a second time, and Traditions falls. ODG, map and game point! And potentially, their first victory of the season. Fans on the edges of their seats as we have reached round 22 here on train with ODG up by 3. 3 mapping game points to go. Olaf cleared out by Darky. Finite has been the biggest thorn in the HyperSpeed side this entire map. 27 and 12 for Finite, but HyperSpeed this time with a potentially clean round. No. Lucid's got 2. Ace clutch he has to do. And from Z with an op is extremely difficult. Bomb has been planted. Lucid blows up the smoke. Tries a pre-fire. Gonna get away. And is gonna save. ODG's money still isn't the greatest. So HyperSpeed are gonna grab a 10th. Juicy's gonna try taking out this opera, take it off away, and will. This should be an eco for ODG, which are gonna force us on to round 24. The final tactical timeout has come in from ODG. Take a look at the leaderboard. HyperSpeed, it's very even. For Team Finite, I apologize, Team ODG, sure feels like Team Finite. They're dominating right now in the kill count. As the Toronto Blue Jays knock off the Seattle Mariners 4-3 off the back of a George Springer 3-run homer. I believe it was in the 7th. Advancing into the World Series for the first time since 1993 in more than 3 decades. To face the Los Angeles Dodgers. Folks, we have found ourselves not in a true Game 7 in the, you know, most blunt sense of terms. We have found ourselves at the end of regulation. 12-11, ODG, map and game point. HyperSpeed have an opportunity to force overtime. This entire map has been a story of several eco-round victories, which swung momentum in each team's favor. It's been a story of Finite taking ODG on his back, along with Lucid's amazing op skills. And like I mentioned, Saints being an absolute pest. When we see Saints have impact, this team does better. Snowman had a very strong Mirage, has pretty much disappeared here on Train. Welcome to the end of regulation. Again, not a Game 7, but the end of regulation nonetheless. Can ODG get their first win of this season? And tradition says no. Sit down. Five on 4 advantage for HyperSpeed as Juicy joins his team inside of Brown Halls. Finite is here. Tries getting out, and that could be all she wrote. Bo3 all the way on the wrong side of the map. All the way headed to T-spawn. Saintson from Long Dard's going to take on NRB. And ladies and gentlemen, can you smell it? And no, I don't mean can you smell what The Rock is cooking. Can you smell it? That smelly smell that smells smelly. Anchovies. Not anchovies, but overtime. Free Counter-Strike on the docket. We reset. 12,500 apiece for every member. First to take 4 of 6 will win overtime. Strap in, folks. I told you this one was gonna be a wild ride, and I was right. HyperSpeed are gonna make another aggressive play over towards B, and Lucid may have given this round away, but the good recovery from him on the back on the op kill, unfortunately unscoped at the wrong time. No big deal here. It's Traditions that's gonna be taken down. And that'll do it. ODG have found themselves the first round of OT1. One round could very well be the difference maker, considering how we've seen these two teams play. Saints popping inside a long dog, trying to take away any Brown Hall's control from HyperSpeed. Beautiful kill from Bo3. NRB just breaking the glass, causing a little bit of noise. B looks open for the taking. It's just Lucid, but it is going to be HyperSpeed making their way over to A. And this time, the timing is on the side of ODG. 14 to 12. We're not done yet. Last round of the first half of overtime 1. You see in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. 13 to 6, HyperSpeed on Nuke. 13 to 6, Once Divine Gaming on Mirage. We're here on Train. It's 14-12. HyperSpeed take their one and only overtime tactical timeout. Kiri talking things over with his team. Finite has reached 30 kills, a 2.14 KDR. He and Lucid, with some help from Saints, have really feel like they've been playing a 2-on-5 at times. They've been playing so well. Their executes have been on point. Their kills have been on point. There's really not much more to be said. They've been playing amazing Counter-Strike. And why not? Put the AK in your hands of your best player. At least in this map. Why not? Here we go. Finite in from Olaf. He's not cleared out. He's able to get 2 before he's traded. And this could be all she wrote. We could be looking at a 3-0 set. And we do. ODG sweep their CT side. They didn't want this to get to OT. They had the opportunity to end it in regulation. And now we're here. Map game and 3 overtime points remain for ODG, looking to grab their first win here of the season. Four losses is not where you want to be in advanced. The winner of ESEA Advanced this season will get a ticket to go to a DreamHack event to compete for a shot at getting to ESL Pro League. Traditions lined up a shot on the Saints and couldn't convert it. Saints just a couple of frames away from where Traditions' op site was. Once Divine Gaming 4 kills away from locking in their first win of the season. And they've now reset. NRB takes down the big boss Finite. 25 kills for NRB. Trades are good. Darky from Ivy's got to be really careful. Spotted one by the hair on the back of his head. And now it's up to the superstar known as NRB. Lucid and Snowman, they have the man advantage. They have the positioning. NRB making his way on out. Lucid looking the wrong way. If NRB can isolate Snowman, oh, they've got the crossfire. Good night, NRB. Good night, HyperSpeed. What a game. What a series. 16-12 is your final on Train. Once Divine Gaming, ODG, lock in their first victory of the season. And we had ourselves an outstanding best of 3, a brutal loss for HyperSpeed. But unfortunately, not everybody can win every single time. HyperSpeed had good rounds, good calls. The best they looked was when Ash Red was back at the helm. But again, that was your IGL for the last 2 seasons. Kiri comes back in. They struggled on Mirage. They caught back up on Train. But unfortunately, ODG just pulled out every strat they had in the playbook. They pulled out great holds and great executions in the overtime here on Train. And that's going to do it for us here tonight. Because we still have HyperSpeed coming up later on this week. Wednesday night, same time, same place. 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Right back here on this Twitch channel. If you like my casting, you want to support me, head on over to the Corvus Core. I will be casting for them Tuesday and Thursday night. I will get you that link. That's going to be twitch.tv/Corvus, C-O-R-V-U-S, Core, C-O-R-P-S, USA. Just Google or search on Twitch, Corvus Corps, USA. Again, Corvus, C-O-R-V-U-S, C-O-R-P-S, USA. I'll see you over there tomorrow night for Corvus Core versus AML, and right back here on Wednesday night for HyperSpeed versus Team DWG. I'll see you then.